Hello everybody. Welcome back to Plum Figgy. This is Tammy. All right, who wants to work on a bee journal? I actually have two of these, or will have two of them, but I'm gonna only do one of them on video. Here is the other one. So just to let you know, they're basically gonna be the same exact thing for the most part. Some of the images I didn't have two of them, or maybe some of the ephemera is a little bit different, and potentially we'll have different covers too, because as you saw there, I had a hardcover, which I'm still trying to decide what to do with, and I may do a soft cover for this one, or a fabric cover. So all right, so to be honest with you, I put the bulk of this together quite a while ago, and so I'm gonna have a hard time remembering exactly every digital kit or location that I found things in. So if I'm questioning myself, that's why. I feel like I need to start with that. But the base papers, so here you can see the very first page of the signature, came from the Ode to the Bee digital kit by Nick the Booksmith. And so I believe there's more than one of these in her shop, and maybe like the base papers and then an ephemera pack. I'm not exactly sure, but when I go to look for the links to all the digital kits and things, I'll make sure and double check that, and if there is two, I'll have both of them posted there, so in the description. So all right, so kind of got some of that business out of the way. Oh, that's Christmas. That's not supposed to be in. What do we got going on? I got so much stuff. Okay, so BBB, I think this one just got accidentally put in with the bee stuff. Okay, so what I'm going to do in this very first video is kind of, I think, an introduction to the papers that we're going to be working with, and then maybe a little bit of decoration in the first signature. I don't know that I'm going to film all the decorating of the journal, just because we'd be here for a while if I did that. Truthfully, it takes hours and hours to put one of these journals together. So every time I think it's going to take only a little bit of time, I'm always wrong. And then like 3 hours go by and I'm like, oh, okay, well, I need to stop. So anyway, okay, so, and I apologize for my shirt. I guess it is very bright. I'll take that off because it's going to be distracting for you. And I won't pay attention if it's cold or not, because once I start working, I just don't really, my brain is focused on what I'm doing and I don't think about a whole lot else. Okay, so the management of bees. I think it's going to be a reintroduction for me too, because it's been a while since I've looked at some of this stuff. So I'm just gonna quickly kind of walk you through what we got. Okay, so this came from Two Silver Oranges. She is a different name on YouTube. She's got a pretty big following, but this is her French Ledger digital kit. This, I can tell already, is Victoria Designs. It's probably one of their grunge paper kits. And then this is from Nick the Booksmith. This is from either Pixabay or the New York Public Library copyright-free images. So there's, like I said, there's going to be a bit of a mixture of just different papers and things. Let's see, some more writing paper, and then, yep, this one's another copyright-free image. So quickly walk myself through this signature and just kind of remind myself what we've got going on here. All right, so There. Okay. So, and as you can see, what I've done is I've already gone through and sorted all of the different ephemera pieces. So there's an even number in each signature. Oh, this one ripped, so I'm going to have to fix that when I use it. I did various lifestyle images as well. These are from Pixabay. They're copyright-free images. This might be from my Porch or Digital Collage Club. I'll look for that. This is Nick the Booksmith. I don't remember what this one's from, but it's really cute. This is my Porch Prints. And then this is Digital Collage Club. This was just, actually the printable was about flowers, and there was one of these little bees. I was not about to fussy cut all of that out, so we're just gonna rip around that one. Okay, so we've got, that's kind of the premise for each of the signatures. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this back in here, and let's just quickly kind of walk through the rest of the signatures. So I wanted to keep kind of a lighter, brighter feel to it, along with the grungy paper throughout the journal. And so I did some of this where this was a copyright-free image, and I digitally stamped that onto some background paper. So there's some of that kind of thing going on as well. Okay, so here's the ephemera. This is from a totally different digital kit. It looks like just the way it's sitting on the page there that it didn't get ripped out, but it is. It's like the bleed through from the printing. I'll link this one as well. This didn't really have anything to do with bees necessarily. It was more about the pressed flowers on the ledger paper, but I thought it worked so well with the rest of the papers in the journal that I went ahead and included that. Some background paper from copyright-free images, I think, and some more grungy background paper. This is from the New York Public Library. It's from one of their books that they scanned and made available. So yeah, as you can see, it's pretty well a neutral background, and so we'll be adding a lot of fun things with the ephemera throughout. Oh, this was from a different, I think, art from New York Public Library. This was from copyright-free images on Pixabay. So lots of really rich and deep colors on some of these pages, that's for sure. So just wanted to keep it, you know, botanical and natural, celebrating the bee, of course. So here's another digital stamp that I did. Another one of those pages from that kit. This is from Nick the Booksmith, and the back side of that first page. This is from Nick the Booksmith's digital kit. It's a, I guess, ledger of beekeeping that you could fill out if you wanted to. All the papers in here have been tea dyed. So really, really pretty florals throughout. I love the French ledger backgrounds too. So there's a little beehive down there. It's another digital stamp that I did. Another copyright-free image. Okay, so there's a quick little flip through. Also over here, what I've got is just some extra papers that I pulled out. These are just various tea-dyed papers, just random, ready for backs to make journaling cards, or maybe to make a belly band, or add as just extra collaging materials. So yeah, obviously these are tear-offs from pages that are in the journal, and then I've got just some various graph paper and lined paper that's been tea-dyed. So there's that. This I pulled from one of my 6x6 paper pads, and I note because it says beekeeper's supplies up here, so I thought this could be, I won't use this side. If I use this, it'll probably be backing for journaling cards or that kind of thing. I like that. This was from the Nick the Booksmith digital kit, and my thinking on this was I thought this would be really fun for the inside, front, and back cover background paper. So for both of the journals, I think that's what I'm going to use. And then, yeah, so here's just another piece of extra paper. I had tried to do a planner and if anybody has ever tried to print off their own planner, you'll know that you have a whole lot of extra papers because it's going to take you a while to figure out the right order. So that's what this is. And then this is just some dot grid over here. So what I'll use it for is the dot grid side. Again, as like background paper, or to back some of this stuff with to make journaling cards. From the Digital Collage Club. So I was right. And this one, I believe, yeah, I accidentally printed it a little bit too large. So we do have some of these already throughout the journal. But here's some extras that I can use. This is also, you know what? I think I said this was Nick the Booksmith, and I don't think that's right. I think this is Digital Collage Club as well. Same with this one. This is, I guess they call them lace holders. I'm not going to use them for that, but, and then just some more ephemera. So we'll have more ephemera to use throughout the journal. What is this from? This is probably from Nick the Booksmith, and I think I printed it a little too large. So some of this is coming off. I think what I need to do is tear all this stuff out and distribute it evenly among all the signatures again before I continue. So I think what I'll do is I'll just do that right now, and I will meet you back when that's all ready to go. Okay, so I've gone ahead and separated all of the ephemera between the 5 signatures, and then I went ahead and inked around the edges of all of the ephemera for this first signature. So I think what I'm going to do is, to help myself out, just kind of organize. I like to organize kind of by size and type, just to kind of help me know what I have to work with for the signature. So this one is cardstock. This is the only one that's cardstock of all of this, so most of these things will likely be backed with some kind of other paper. So, woo, we got bees flying everywhere. All right, so I'm trying to kind of think about too what I might want to do with all of this different ephemera too. Like this tiny little thing, what would that be? Part of a different picture maybe, or just, you know, what have you. So we've kind of got a lot to work with here. But it's amazing how quickly all of that can change. Okay, so first, right away, I think what I want to do is fix this. Sorry, it's loud. Fix this tag and get that prepped and ready. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue this down. Use some of the art glitter glue for that. Yeah, it's always a little tricky the very first time you pull it out every day to use. It tends to dry up. Okay. And actually I'm gonna, ooh, sorry, ooh, so loud. I'm gonna tear this off. That way I don't use up glue that I don't need to use. Okay. All right, so just glue this down. Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit out of sorts. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice. My back is really hurting me. So if I sound tired or, I don't know, maybe annoyed, that's why. And you know, as you get older, things just start to hurt every once in a while, and I guess this time it's gonna be my back. So I'm just trying to be real careful so I don't do something worse to myself, cause more issues. But okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and add some glue. This isn't gonna be perfect, but I'll make it as good as I can. And we'll work with it from there. Oh, this needed to be put down after or underneath. Okay, so we'll go ahead and add some distress stain there or something and help it out a little bit. Okay, well, that's not very clean. Oh well. I'm gonna give this just a tiny border of the, well, maybe I won't because this side doesn't have it. Oh, what a mess. Okay. I don't know why I'm working so hard to save this one little tag, but it's just pretty and I don't want to waste it. So why not? This is not helping me. Okay. All right. Save this for something else. It's gonna look rustic, that's for sure. And then I'm gonna ink around all the edges as well. I may sew around some of these, we'll see. There will be sewing, that's for sure. I just don't know. Don't know quite in what type of form yet. Okay, find my get a little bit of glue under there. We'll just add a little distress stain to that little rip there, and actually it looks really kind of cool. Trying to get rid of as much of the white as I can. back side. I'm going to go ahead and use ground espresso for this journal. So it's a little bit darker than the coffee stain, but I'm finding that I really like this one a little bit better. I guess the darker brown for me just seems to look a little nicer. Okay. So here's how that tag ended up. Actually, I really like how it looks. It's really pretty neat. All right, so now let's figure out where we want to put our things. Now I got glue hanging off. Okay, so straight away, I think I want to add this as a tuck spot. Yeah, like right here. So I do want to, I think, add a little bit more stability to this, and let's go ahead and do that with some packing paper. And just double this up. And I'm not going to worry about inking around the edges of this again. I think inking around the white paper with the flower on it is more than sufficient, and actually it'll help it to stand out, I think, too. And letting the packing paper kind of fade away into the background. So very carefully I don't know how much of a border I really want, but so far so good. I'm getting a little tight there. I don't like this little hangy offy thing. Take that off. Okay. Well, it's not perfect, but I don't mind it. So let's get rid of these scraps here. I'll save this for something else. Yeah, I'm liking that. Okay, so let me paste this down. My goal for this is not to overthink things. So I'm going to try and move fairly quickly. Sorry, you can't see everything. Through the signature. I feel like for me, it tends to work a little better when I don't overthink, because then, sorry, I tacked down that corner there. Because then it looks, I guess I feel like it looks a little more organic and less forced as far as the decorations go. So, all right, moving things around, give myself a little bit more room here. I think no, because it's too many flowers. This could work. This could work. This could be really cute, but I kind of want this to be a pocket or something because I just kind of like that. Well, that definitely looks good. Let's see. I'll keep this for a different page. Maybe stick that in there. I don't remember. No, I didn't. I need to back these with something else. So let me do that really quick. Pull out this extra papers that I've got. I don't know, this might be a little bit too wide. Yeah, it is. But we could do a little extra something on the side. That's not the end of the world. So go ahead and add some glue. And I think for these videos, I'm going to try and do not too much editing of the video. Kind of save myself a little time too, because with December Daily, honestly, I don't think I'm going to have a whole lot of extra time left over for creating new journals this month. So we'll see how that goes, but let's see. Looking for, oh, here we go. No, I don't like that it's two grid patterns. I'll save that for something else. This will work. Okay. Stick down the part that had the white on it from tearing it off the page. And we'll just tear those off. Keep this over here. All right. So here's first journaling card. I do think I will go back and sew around all of these, but I'll do that after everything's said and done. You don't need to sit through that. I won't make you sit through that. That's a lot of annoying, boring stuff. So, okay, this one, I have my eye on this, but I feel like it might be a little busy. But it could be cute. Yeah, why not? Let's go ahead and do that. I will have to cut around it, which is fine. Okay, so there's this little tag. Went ahead and re-inked around all the edges, and we got our beekeeper supplies showing there. You could maybe add a little picture here or something, or if you wanted to use it as a lace card, you could definitely do that too. Wrap some lace around there. Maybe I'll do that, or twine or something. Okay, so let's see. I love that picture, but I don't think that I want it there. I'm trying to think about what to do with these little round ones, and kind of thinking it might be fun to do like just various little tuck spots on a page. Maybe that's what we'll do. Just kind of throughout the journal. Yeah, I like that idea. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and I don't know if that's quite the way I wanted to glue that, but that's the way it is. And then since this one is missing part of the circle, I'm just gonna line that up with the edge of the page, and then we can stick some things like this in there. Maybe a smaller one. Let's see. That's a little too matchy-matchy for my taste. Beekeeping Sisters. That's cute. Let's see. I did like this. Let's go ahead and use this one. Okay. So our first pages are pretty well decorated. I don't want to over decorate. Keep it fairly clean if I can. I'm thinking paper clipping some of this stuff in. Okay, so for now I'm just gonna use these because they're handy, but I'll go back and find some nicer paper clips before it's all said and done. I've got a lot of fun little clips and things that I can use. That's a pretty little picture. Does it need a little bit of something? Well, I think this might be a good candidate for, maybe we do this as a tip up. And I have mostly Christmas washi sitting out right now, so but I do have this one, which I think would be adorable. So let's go ahead and do the polka dot. Add another piece on the back side. Okay, that's really cute. Yeah, that really brightens up that page a lot, so I'm really liking that for sure. I may, in the back of my mind, I had an idea to do kind of a little collage over off to the left side. But the color of these is just a little too, oh, here we go. Let's do this. Yep, there we go. Okay. And then maybe get ourselves a piece of writing paper. Just tear that. And add that to the page. That would be cute. Although I do think I want to ink around the edges of this writing paper. Okay, put that down and I will be right back. Okay, so I went through my washi stash and just kind of picked out some various different ones. So these are Tim Holtz, actually quite a few of those. Whoops. So here are some Tim Holtz washi. I don't know that I'll use all of this, but I like having a nice arrangement to choose from. And then these are some others that I've had, which you just saw us use this one. This is just some script, but the brown is kind of a weird color brown, so I don't tend to use this one very much. This is also just various different from books, it looks like. And then this one is kind of like plants, herbs, that kind of thing. So now that I've torn that, let's go ahead and add some of that down. And as always, I always add glue because otherwise they just don't last. So, okay, well, we got a nice big glob of glue in there, but that'll dry clear. And I think I need a little bit more. So this weird color brown, I think actually will work pretty well on this page. Just add a little bit of that. Maybe rip this in half. Like so. Yeah, I like that. And then we can add the other half over here. Nope, that's too evenly spaced. Move that down just a little bit. There we go. That's a lot better. Okay. So I'm going to call that spread done. Actually, I think I really like how that turned out. And as I was going through some of my stuff, I thought, there's a lot of other things that I could be pulling out to add in here, like stickers and that kind of stuff. So probably what we'll do is the, I'm not liking how that's working. So yeah, I like that better. It's just a little too much samey on the same page. Okay, so yeah, like I was saying, I might come back and add stamping or stickers or that kind of thing after the fact too. So I like to do this base prep and then decide if it needs more or not. So this is popping out at me as something that could be added here. Yeah, I really like that. Let me go ahead and glue that down. Just gonna keep this over here sort of out of the way. Sorry, I know it's kind of distracting with the big old text on there. Let me find a page that this is mostly just text. There we go. And it's yellow and white, so that's even better. It matches our theme. Okay. Go ahead and add a little bit of glue. And I don't think I'm quite done with that because I kind of want it to look like a specimen in a way where it's been pasted down with some old tape. So let me find, this is like a grid washi. So I'm just going to take a little tiny bit. And because the image is so small, I'm actually going to rip this in half as well, but add some glue to the back. Maybe. Maybe we should have done that first, or this part first. And then I'm just going to add a little bit. Oops. Hopefully get it straight. Something like that. There. Well, I'm just making a big old mess of this here. Okay, I'm gonna try this again here. And we'll just smudge that. Blend that in a little bit. There. Good as new. Here's a close-up look at that. That's kind of cute, actually. Okay. Now, so what you'll find that I do is I'll kind of flip through, add things here and there, flip around, come back, add some more, that kind of thing. So do I like the way this looks? My Porch Prints. Gave myself a little note. And it does need to be backed with something, so might as well go ahead and do that now. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? Well, shoot. Okay, well, let's paste this down. I'm gonna have to get some more extra papers out. And maybe it won't stay right here, but I sure do love how that looks with the tea dyeing coming around the corner edges. Yeah, I think I might take some off the top and bottom, and then so I don't know if you could tell, but I was looking through the ruler and was lining it up with that dotted line there. If you have a ruler like this, that is a very handy way to use it. That's not as straight, but that's okay. All right, so that's pretty. And then I'm gonna add some washi over here because I didn't get it super straight. Let's add some of that. I don't know about you guys, but I have so much paper and washi that is like wood grain, and I never really know how to use it. It's always like a hard one for me because I don't know, for whatever reason I just don't gravitate towards using that. So it's kind of like I have to force myself in a way, but I think that looks nice. It adds a little something, and it's hiding the fact that I glued that down a little crooked. And then this is kind of pinkish red, which will help bring out some of the color from the printable. Just add that there. Okay, so that's that page. Not going to use it right here, but we'll figure out a place for it. It'll probably be a tip in of some sort like this, maybe. Okay, stick that back over here. Keep that for another time. Let's see, how many circle images do we have left? 1, 2, 3. I'm thinking these 3 could be really fun on a spread, something like this, kind of like what we did before, but not on this one. So actually, this could be cute. It's too skinny. Well, go ahead and paper clip this in. I might do something different with it later, but for now, this may just stay as paper clipped in there. And then we've got this page. I like the idea of turning this into a pocket. So, but I don't know if you can see, there is some blue. I didn't fold that very well. So I'm gonna go ahead and, now I'm just thinking. I think some packing paper right there glued down as like a page border would look nice. Let me find, I've got a lot of pieces that are kind of thin. One's not wide long enough. Let's see. Not quite long enough. This will work. And I'm gonna have to work with this. I'm gonna add some washi or something. So I can hide that. Boy, this one's gonna be a little tricky. Okay, so let's go ahead and glue this down. Sorry, I'm doing this over here so I don't get glue all over my cutting mat. Okay, so here you can see what I just did. So I'm gonna have to take the let me cut this off first. Now, sticky. Now let's add a little bit of distress stain to the corner or the edges. Okay, I'm liking this so far. So let's see, how else can we decorate though? I feel like we need to add some washi, like I said, and I think this could be a good candidate. Find the end. Maybe. And I do want to rip off the edge so it's not a straight line. Okay. I like how you can see through that to the packing paper behind it. So let me add some glue. But what I don't really want is for you to be able to focus on things that say reading comprehension, that kind of stuff. It came from China, and their translations are not always quite right. So sometimes they'll have funny words in there that mean nothing to an English speaker. So I try to kind of look out for some of that kind of stuff whenever I can. Okay, so let's add some of this green. I like the color. So I'm just gonna add that right in the middle there, smack dab in the middle. And we'll just do ourselves a little washi collage here. Maybe some of this. No, I want this one. This is the ledger looking one. Just add that like that. Okay, now I think it needs something more. I'm looking at this, wondering if that shouldn't be added, but honestly I think it looks funny going that direction. So remember, we have this tiny little picture down here of violets. And I'm wondering if that looks funny, just sticking out the side like that. Well, and of course we still have all of these little circles. So I could easily add something like that there. Maybe this color is better. I kind of like that actually. And we could make this another tuck spot. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. So I'll just add a little bit of glue down there. All right, so let's go ahead and glue the flap down and make ourselves a little pocket. And now that I've made a little tuck spot for things that I don't have that would fit inside it, I need to make a little tag to fit down into there. So I've got this paper just kind of sitting over here looking at me, and I'm wondering if one of these wouldn't be a good candidate. I'm not loving the color, but maybe it's not too bad. Okay, go ahead and add that, and then I'm gonna cut this or shave off some of that. It was folded funny. I think I want to back this with some grid paper to kind of help balance this funny brown color. Come back and find a sticker, but oh, that's cute. Okay. Let me stick this in and see what that looks like. It's not going to go all the way. There. Okay, whoops. Honestly, I don't know. I don't think I like that. I definitely don't want it up there. Yeah, I think that's too much. So probably what I'll do is do a little tab or something on the top, and or actually I have the little tab punch right here. So let's go ahead and just do that. Okay, so what do we got for paper? It's not quite the right color. Oh, that's interesting. this in there and see what that looks like. I think that's going to be really neat. So this side has less. So obviously one side of this tab is going to be upside down. Why is that? That's up. I did it. Oh. Well, shoot. Well. Let me just rip it. And glue them together. Shoot. Okay. I swear, you don't use a tool for half a minute and you forget how to do it. Oh, funny. Okay. So, first though, we need to ink around these edges. I think I did like it on the side, so I will separate this just a little bit so we can get some glue in there. And try and line that up as evenly as we can. That's cool. Oh, I need to ink around the other side. I forgot that side, didn't I? Let's do that real quick. Okay, I think we have a fun little tag. So here's how that ended up. And like I said, I may add something more, but I may not. We'll see. I think it's kind of neat just the way it is like this. But then of course we do need something else to stick into this larger pocket. And I've got my eye on this image here, and honestly I think that might be the winner. Or we stick this a little bit further down. Sorry, let me move this over. Stick this a little further down, and then we can use like one like this that I'll have to back up here. Okay, so that's a fun little page. Let's keep moving. Got a lot happening there. Not much going on here, so I'm thinking maybe we tip in our, boy, I hate to cut off these holes, but I think it's just going to be too wide. That's cute. But I kind of want to cover some of it, so let's keep with this idea. Yeah, I like that. I only want a little bit of the polka dot sticking out because it's kind of a strong force there. So we'll kind of mute that down a little bit. And then, yeah, add some of this pink in there too. Then you can open it like this, and we need to add some more washi on this side. And I think, let's see, thinking this. No, I'm gonna keep with this one that we used on the front, and then just do that and nothing more, because I think we've got plenty of washi going on the other side. Okay. So let's call that good for now and keep moving. So this looks like it should open this way, but actually it's going to open this way. So I may need to add another tab or something coming out there, maybe a fabric tab, so that it's easier to know that. Okay, I'm looking for a page that would be good to add our 3 little circles to. I did that on that very first page. Maybe this is the one. We only have 2 circles left, so these are somewhat plain and boring, but I think adding something like that there, and then I think what I'll do is make a tag, or oh, you know what we could do is something like what we did before. I could make a little booklet. That would be really cute, actually. Let me see what I got. Okay, so that one. I've got a bunch more grid and lined paper. Oh, I had that. I got a bunch more grid and lined paper back here, so I'm just kind of coming back here for some of that. Okay. Let's see. Grab 2 of those, 1 of these, 1 of those, and fold that to make like a little notebook, actually. With this as the top piece. Oh, cute. Okay. It's a little too wide, but we can work with that. Take off 1 of these at least. Have 1 of each. Yeah. Okay. So then if I use this as the outer, I don't want another grid on top of that. So let me go back to this idea. That is cute. Okay. We'll eat that side up that I ripped off. Add a little bit of glue. And this will just be glued to the top, but I need to if it's going to be a notebook, it needs to hold together. So let me get my stapler out again. And we'll just do 3 little staples along the top. Okay. That there. So far so good, but it's kind of boring. I want to kind of rip some of these to be a little bit shorter. And then this one, I don't like that straight edge. There. That's more fun. I don't like that perforated edge on this one. So, is this the right thing for this page? Maybe not, because it's a bit thick and these are not really overly reinforced. So, let's see what this looks like. We could tuck that in there. Yeah, let's do that, and then I'll keep this for another page. Cute. Maybe this goes over here, and I'll add a fun clip later. But for now, we'll just paper clip that in. And then we're left with this sad and lonely little violet picture. Shoot. What should we do with that? Oh, here we go. This could be cute. And just add it to this. And then do a little collage over here of some kind. Oh, you know what? I never got out that other washi tape that I said I was going to get out. Okay. Let me get rid of this for a moment. Put that back there. Okay. Stick this down. Like that. And then we could rough up the edges of this. And add a little bit of distress stain so it'll stick out a little bit better. I'm not sure I love the idea of putting this graph paper over. Well, I'm going to take that back because I think that's kind of cool. Okay, so let's stick that down. Just making this up as we go along, guys. About there. Let's see, we have our little image. So straight away, I think that's really cute, but I think we need something more over here. Or I need to back this with something. Yep, I like that. Okay, so push that down a little bit, and then we'll go ahead and add a little bit of ink. Guess maybe I won't add washi, we'll see. Okay. I want to be able to see a little bit of graph peeking out from the bottom, top, and craft peeking out from the bottom. I feel like it needs a little something right there, but I'm not sure what. No, I don't think that helped at all. Well, we might be stuck with this. Glue that down. Okay, well, I think that kind of answered my question for me. I'll probably come back and add a little bit more to it. I feel like it needs something else up there, but I don't know what that would be. Okay. I think that turned out kind of cute. So I'll just add this into this last page here somehow. For right now, I think another paper clip. And I think we got a good start on this first signature. All right, so in the next video, we'll move on to signature number 2 and see how far we can get. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed this little beginning, I guess, episode, part 1 of our bee journal. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.